Well, good morning, good afternoon, and good evening to one and all. Welcome back to the new Galaxy Gamers channel, and welcome back to our first city here in Cities Skylines. You might notice something different about this city, and we'll talk about that in a second. But if you are new to the channel, welcome aboard. If you are a returning member, welcome back to you as well. It's great to have you all here and hanging out with me. And as usual, all usual disclaimers are in the description of this awesome video. Yeah, so if you remember in the last episode, I had said I was going to do some research off camera to see why we keep getting all these traffic jams. And I think part of it is because we do not yet have... I've been screwing up the way we're supposed to be doing our roads. Our road network, and I think that's part of it. So I figured what we'd do is we'd start over, and we would try to figure out what the real problem is. So that's what we'll do today. So with that, let's go ahead. We'll recreate our city. We'll grab our coffee, our donuts, our bagels, our egg McMuffins, sausage, egg, and cheese biscuits, egg croissants, donuts, you name it, whatever it might be for your favorite breakfast, lunch, dinner, or snack. We'll grab that from our favorite local mom and pop coffee shop, and we'll get going. All right, let's get cracking. Okay, so that's what we're gonna do. Let me just turn on. I have paused the game too, so we can actually do this correctly. Okay, so there's our natural resources. So we need. Yeah, we need it to come down that way. All right. Suppose I could bring it up and around. Okay. All right, so let's save that like that. Let's go to see what road style is. Okay, that is going to be a 2-lane road. So this is what I had noticed, and a friend of mine did point out to me and said, hey, you know, you might want to... This is the road I need right here. No, that's a 3-lane. Anyway, a friend of mine did say, hey, you know, you might want to look at how you're doing your roads, because your road layout network is not gonna cut it. There we go. We got the right one. All right. All right, so let's do this. So they told me, they said, you might want to think about redoing your road infrastructure, your road network. So I said, you know, and then they showed me some videos. So I like Biffa plays. He does a very good job. So I said, well, okay, I'm willing to take a look at what he's got too, and so I said, I'm willing to take a look, you know. And I did, and I looked at a few other channels as well, and sure enough, Okay, there's that. So we'll need to remember that that's going like that. Okay. So that's how we're going to do it. So this is going to be our main network through the city, going around the city. We'll upgrade that later into a full-on highway. Let's see. We need... And I'll run it like this. That would make a little more sense. And then we could have little offshoots. Yeah, actually, that does make sense. Do this. Then we can do... Then we can do this. So anyway, I do hope you're all having a good, safe, wonderful, and successful week this week, too. Sure, the parents must be ecstatic that their kids are back in school. Maybe. I was talking with a friend of mine the other day, and he was telling me that he's really happy he doesn't have to worry about his son going to school where he's moved to. Okay, so that would connect to that. Now, let me see. Guess I could connect. I guess I could do that. Right? Give you an off-ramp into a residential area. Yeah, so anyway, he was telling me that he was... He's telling me how happy. That might not actually be a good idea. I don't know if that's such a good idea. Let's find out. Do that. That would work. I don't know if that's a good idea or not, guys. Okay. Put it like that. Do something like that, maybe? And then, let's see. I need something that goes down this way. I'm gonna leave it like that for now. Do that. That way we can connect that there. Yeah, I'm an idiot. So we'll do it this way. And hopefully, by me doing it this way, hopefully I'm learning something too. Yeah, right. And you're all thinking, yeah, when has he ever learned anything? Okay, let me turn. There we go. Alright, now let's go back to our main roads over here. Let's do this. Let's do this. Okay. And let's do that. And let's do that. Okay, that should connect those two up just perfectly. Okay, and we know we're gonna need let's start off, we're gonna need water outlet here. So let's grab our fancy little awesome sauce pumping station. It's water, right? Okay, that is the water stick. The water is now hooked up to the line. Let's put the stinky sewer in here. Okay. Water, sewer now hooked up. And let's see. Let's put a couple of these here as well. There. Alright, so now we got power in place. Got water, sewer, power. Alright. Oh, what I... You guys are probably laughing at me, wondering when I was going to get these back in play. That actually went pretty well, okay. Alright, we got that back in, got that in. This side needs to be fixed. Alright, let's go back here to our handy dandy roads. There we go. That back up. Okay, so we got that now. Now, if I'm right, we'll be able to find out pretty fast. I think. Yeah, we'll be able to find out pretty quick. Alright, so let's start chunking down some residential. We'll stuff a little bit of commercial right here. Because why not? And then we'll stuff some industry over here. Yeah. Alright. Let's see how that does. We'll give that a few minutes to do its thing. Now, like I said, the big thing is going to be, have I now created a situation where I've actually created a traffic jam? That's going to be the key now. I'm kind of hoping that the answer is no, but hey, you never know. We'll just have to find out as traffic starts coming in here. But I do suspect that what I was told probably going to be correct. The traffic. Now, I don't know how you edit the node, because you don't really need traffic stops here. me do a quick research on the... Oh, wait a minute. Let me just do a quick research for that, folks. Okay, same road type I'd like to edit. Okay. Alright, so if I have done this correctly... Alright, I'll have to learn how to handle the traffic there. But so far it seems to be okay. Okay, this one seems fine too so far. Okay, so I think we're going to be okay. Yeah, I think we'll be okay. Alright, so we'll have to keep... Well, I'll definitely be keeping an eye on this to make sure. Yeah, I think this is going to be much better. So, to my friends who actually mentioned to me that I was doing it wrong, the road network wrong, thank you. The only other question I have now is how you handle the traffic lights to fix that. That's the only other question I have about that now. Other than that, though, it looks like we're doing pretty well. So I'm actually happy. Yeah. Okay. We got a lot of residential demand here, so we'll go ahead and we'll plop-a-do some more of these in here too. Okay. Brilliant. Okay, next episode we'll be able to add some farming in there. So I need to remember to buy this plot, and this plot. Okay. All right, so we got a plan going forward, so that's actually pretty cool. And like I said, I am so glad that it was pointed out to me that, hey, you kind of got your your road network a little screwed up there, so so that should now actually fix that. So that is actually good to know. So we'll start it over and we'll see if that does what we want it to do. I do not see so far any issues. I think we shall want to add one of those there. And we'll add a med clinic. Put a med clinic right here. Okay, so there's that. Wait, what is this? Oops. What the heck did I just add? Okay. Alright, so I just added a med clinic. So now let's think about where we're gonna put our garbage. Our garbage. And that I think is gonna go down here somewhere. See, I don't want it destroying a natural resource. I suppose it could actually put... We could actually put the garbage over here. But I don't want to do that. I'd rather put it over here, actually. Alright. Go ahead. Grab you. Okay. Alright, so now we can put the dump in. I'll just... Alright. Get rid of all that stinky garbage. There we go. All right, so you got the garbage dump right there. Da-dump, da-dump, dump, dump. Okay, so we got the garbage dump there. It's a crazy, stinky old dump. I guess we could call it El Dumpo. Okay, I'm kidding. I really am kidding. And just because I kind of like a little bit of... I don't like the grid system being always square and... Quite frankly, I think that's kind of stupid. And if I'm being honest, probably could put this... Probably do that too. That a little bit easier. Yeah. Okay. We are doing awesome sauce. And I just say that just to drive my sister nuts, by the way. I'm gonna put in parking because I think that's probably important. Because why not, right? All right. Grab the crematorium because they're going to need it. We'll work our way to hospital. Alright. So when we get more research points, we'll try to get all those in there. And actually, do we have a... I know how we can do... Yeah, we'll put it there. Alright, so now we got a cemetery in place as well, so that's going to help with that. Let's put an education school. That... I don't know. Let's put it right... there. Okay. Now, let's see. Alright, so now we're getting there. We're slowly starting to figure things out. Got our dump in place. Alright, so we got all of that in there. We're doing good. We do not appear to have any demand right now. That's actually a good thing. Looks like we do have a problem with traffic, though. And it's here. Now, that is because of the lights, but I do not know how you fix that. Maybe what I need to do is actually do a right on red. So that's the only part now I got to figure out, and I know I'm probably not thinking of what we need right now, but at least it doesn't look as bad, right? I think if we put right on red at these lights here, we'll be okay. I'd like to... Wow, look at this. So it looks like part of the problem, and this is not anything I can do anything about, I don't think, but it looks like this is your problem. You've got traffic trying to switch over from one lane to another and back, and that's causing you traffic jams. That's something in the logic. That's not a me thing. Because I certainly didn't create that. But that's what's causing the traffic jams. So Colossal Order needs to fix that, and I don't know. Maybe they do know about it. So yeah, they're trying to switch into from one lane. They're trying to switch lanes, is what they're doing. You got traffic trying to switch over from one lane to another, and then back into their original lane. That causes trouble. And that's going to cause traffic jams. So that's something in the logic. That's not anything I can do anything about. And what do we need here? Water. What the hell? They do knock the sun out by accident. Oh, it's not connected. Okay. Well, let's just put a little service road in here. Alright, that should be fine. There we go. There we go. Now, let's see if I can... There we go. Alright, so now water should be flowing back to the buildings. We should be okay. Yes, we are. Okay, well, ladies and gentlemen, this is a good place, I think, to stop for today. We've got our water problem fixed. The traffic issue, so now we know what it is. It's not anything I'm doing. It is the lane changing issue. I'm going to see offline if there's anything I can do about that. Maybe I need to have a mod, like the traffic manager mod, installed so that I can actually fix that. So that we're not changing lanes like that. That might actually fix it. So, that being said, I do hope that you enjoyed today's video. If you did, please be sure to hit the like and the subscribe button. Smash that bell notification icon to let yourself know when the next video comes out. And be sure to share the link to the channel with your family, your friends, your colleagues, your co-workers, your pet kitty cat, pet puppy dog, pet parakeet, pet bunny rabbit, pet boa constrictor, although why you'd want a snake, I really don't know. Maybe you got to go to New Zealand or Australia for that. I have no idea. That being said, ladies and gentlemen, by sharing the link to the channel with others, it does help our wonderful channel grow, and it helps our wonderful community grow as well. And I hope you all have a safe, wonderful, and successful rest of your day and week. And I shall see you all in the next episode of Our First City right here on the New Galaxy Gamers channel. Happy gaming!